It is important because it's one of the festivals in the world which showcases films from everywhere, including from Europe, in any genre. So you have at FIPA docs, documentaries, fiction, series, musical programming. So I think it's quite interesting for European professionals to be there. Obviously, you understand that the only audiovisual programming which travels everywhere is the American production or British production. In Europe it's more difficult, but German films or German production also is sold in many countries in Europe. And so one of the purpose of a festival like FIPA is precisely to show the professional what's going on in different European countries, and for that we have the FIPA, which is a market where you can screen more than 350 films which are digitalized and which you can screen on a video or a video system where you have more than 64 TV sets and where you can screen all those films like you want. And so I think for the buyers is something which is quite interesting to have the idea of what's going on in terms of TV production in Europe. We have a debate this year at the FIPA to discuss this issue regarding series, fiction series, because we have producers and channels from different European countries which will discuss this matter. You have some examples of series, fiction series co-produced by different European countries, but mostly with Scandinavian countries, mostly with Northern Europe and with Germany. But also the debate will be some program like Borgias, for instance, which is a major co-production between France, Germany, and also other partners. Could be also be a co-production with smaller countries. Yes, because they are on board in order to give some money for the production. But the reverse is quite difficult. I mean, to sell a good idea from a very small country to a big audience, to a big market, it's quite difficult. I have no idea of this happening this year, and you don't have any example of this thing here at the FIPA. I mean, I think it's a major issue for us, for all the major television channels in Europe, either in France or in the UK or in Germany. And also media, the media program is working on that because they are financing, they are putting a lot of money to facilitate this thing in the market, to open the market. And I think the answer is a few years ago it was quite impossible to give one example of a major European program which was traveling well outside the country which have produced the program. Now you can give many examples of a program co-produced with different European countries which are sold in many countries. Borgias was sold to more than 40 countries. Now you have another project which is in France, for instance, which is shown here at the FIPA Les Revenants, which is sold also. And those formats also are sold for local adaptation, including in the US, because those European series like Borgen, like The Bridge, was sold to the BBC, and the BBC is now going to co-produce the adaptation in English of the same program which was originally produced in Swedish. So it shows that the market is really changing, and that in the future I think it will be much more possible to give some examples of co-production in terms of dramas. For docs, it's easier because that's a field where the cooperation between different countries is more easy to find, and you have a lot of examples here of documentaries which are co-produced between at least 3 or 4 European countries. It's difficult now for the broadcaster to know exactly what will be the situation within 2 years or 3 years. All the major networks in France, but it's exactly the same story in different European countries or elsewhere, are just asking themselves what could be done just precisely to adapt themselves, adapt the production, adapt the offer of programming to challenge those realities, which is fragmentation, which is delinearization, which is the fact that now the viewers are not watching TV set in their couch, but are just watching TV through multi-platforms and different tablets and smartphones. And so that's why also here at the FIPA we have a special 2 days which are going to be a big focus on those questions. This will be the smart FIPA, and you will have during 2 days many contribution discussions, performings also, which are going maybe to give some answers to those questions. But I would say that nobody knows for really what will be the future of television within 3 or 4 years, because we have TV connected, you have all those new elements, and also the technology is challenging, because the change in technology also going to bring some change in the way we are going to produce a program for television.